Okay, now let's go through question 9. So first question, 1 part A, the median number of hours worked. So if you drew your dotted lines properly, you can see that it's 41.6 hours. Okay, median is 250. Okay, interquartile range of the number of hours worked. So we're going to find the um lower quartile first. So lower quartile is the bottom 25%. So it's 500 times 25 over 100 equals to 125. So hence lower quartile range, if you were to draw your dotted lines down, lower quartile is 39.6. And then for the upper quartile, 500 times 75 over 100 equals to 375. So upper quartile is 44 hours. And hence the interquartile range is 44 minus 39.6, which is 4.4 hours. Okay, so the answer is 4.4 hours. Okay, let's move on to part 2, B part 2, right? B part 2, yeah. Okay, in 2017, the average number of paid workers worked in a week was 45.1 hours. Calculate the percentage of the company who worked more than this average. So we're going to find out the number of workers who work less than 45.1 hours. Then we're going to find the percentage. Okay, so know of workers who work less than 45.1 hours equals to 415. And hence the percentage that the question wants us to find, we will take 500 minus away these workers that work less than 45.1 hours over the original of 500 people times 100%. This would give us 17%. Okay, so let's move on to part 3. Describe the effects of this change on the cumulative frequency if the company wants to reduce the number of working hours for its employees by 3 hours a week. So if you were to reduce the number of hours, what will happen is the curve will start to shift to the left. Okay, the curve will shift to the left by 3 units. So hence the answer is the curve will shift to the left by 3 units. Okay. Now let's do part B. Okay, let's read together. A small business has 16 employees. One of the 16 employees is selected at random. The probability that a man working part-time is 1/8. So hence we can make use of this information to solve our first box. Okay, so what's this? So number of men working part-time is simply 16 times 1/8, which would give us 2. Okay, so the answer here is 2. So now we can find the number of women. So number of women in the company is simply 16 minus 5 minus 2 to give us 9. But now we do not know what is for each of the box here. Then now we are given the next information that 2 of the 16 employees are selected at random, and the probability that both women working full-time is 1/8. So now we're going to do an equation to find the probability that both of the women chosen are working full-time. Okay, so let's do that now. So we're first going to let number of women working full-time be X. Okay, so probability that both 2 women are working full-time. Okay, so this is X over 16 times X minus 1 over 15, because you already chosen the first one. Okay, so this would be 1 over 8 equals to x minus 1 over 240. Okay, so this would give us 240, 8x. Basically, we just cross multiply. Okay, then we'll get 240, 8x squared minus 8. So now 8x squared minus 8x minus 240 will give us 0. And hence x plus 5, x minus 6 will give us 0. So hence, x is equals to -5, which is rejected because you can't have negative number as a number of people, or x is equals to 6. So this x equals to 6 refers to the number of women who are working full-time. So this is 6. So to find number of part-time workers, you just take 9 minus the 6, which would give us 3.